What's going on, noobs? This is gonna be a scuffed Deadlock basic movement guide. This is gonna be for new or returning players, people who feel like they don't have good movement, or people who just don't understand the movement. This is gonna be for you. I'm gonna break it down from the bottom up, and we're gonna talk about 99% of every sort of movement you can do in this game. So starting from the beginning, you can dash. Just press your dash button. You can dash in any direction. Forward, backward, left, right. You can double jump just by pressing your jump button once you're airborne. Pretty simple, right? You see, every time I'm doing any of these actions, I deplete a stamina bar. You can see the stamina bar under your crosshair. You want to be very mindful of your stamina usage in the game. Having or not having stamina can be the difference maker between securing an elimination or getting eliminated yourself, or I don't know, making it somewhere in time. You want to make sure you're conserving your stamina. With dashing and double jumping, you can combine those elements to do what's called a dash jump. If you dash and then time your jump perfectly at the halfway point, you'll do something called a dash jump. It can be a way to cover a lot of ground quickly, get away from somebody, etc., etc. Did I talk about the instant air dash yet? If not, here I go. There's a difference between doing a dash while you're on the ground and while you're in the air. It's a slightly different animation. It's just advanced movement, and it can be smoother and even faster sometimes than just, doing your ground dash. It's called the instant air dash because you can do it instantly. You can do it in any direction. All you have to do is be in the air and jump and then dash. Moving on, I'm going to talk about another concept: sliding. You can slide by pressing your slide button once you have enough speed, or down any slanted surface. You can just press the slide button. You can slide after dashing. You can slide after doing a dash jump. I don't have enough stamina. See, if someone's chasing me, I would have died. There's a mechanic in this game where you have infinite ammo. If you look closely, you can see the infinity sign right where your ammo is under your stamina bar. None of these bullets are coming out of my magazine until I stop sliding. You want to use this as much as possible at any point in the game, especially during lane. You can repeatedly use these stairs. You can use these stairs. You can use any stair on the map. You want to use it to slide or get infinite ammo, you can. Moving on from the slide, there is another mechanic in the game. You can wall bounce. Once you've made contact with a wall, all you gotta do is jump. Just press the jump button again, and you'll bounce off that sucker. If you look closely, your character even does a different animation, letting you know they've made contact with the wall and that they're ready to wall bounce. In addition to wall bouncing, there's something called a corner bounce. It's just like a wall bounce, except you do it off of any corner. You get more momentum or height than you would a normal wall bounce. Don't worry about it for now, it'll happen for you randomly, just know it exists. So we've talked about dashing, talked about double jumping, we've talked about sliding, we've talked about dash jump, and we've talked about wall bouncing. Another piece of the puzzle you can add to your movement arsenal is the Mantle-Slide. Any ledge you mantle, you can initiate a slide from it just by holding your slide button. It looks like this. All I'm doing is mantling and holding my slide button through the slide, and it'll initiate a slide. It doesn't matter what ledge As long as you do a mantle, your character will try to slide. Once you get in the habit of doing this, and you really should do this like pretty much all the time, it's gonna really help you get around faster, help you conserve more stamina while moving more efficiently. You can do this, and it'll, once you put all these pieces together, you know, you start unlocking just sort of smoother, cleaner movement. You start looking at the map differently. And you start becoming a movement god. At least working your way up to it, or trying to, you know? Characters have different movement abilities. You can take advantage of this, you know, along with everything you're already doing, into your wall bouncing and your dashing. But the main thing is, I want you to just start looking at the map differently, realizing basically what your character is capable of and how to do it. It's not hard. Those are sort of the basic building blocks I showed you, and you use those building blocks as you're moving around the map, as you're playing the game. And you'll slowly start to look at the map differently. You'll find yourself, you know, surviving situations you wouldn't have before, or getting to places in different ways or quicker than you would have before. So those are most of the basic ways to get around. There's a few more things that I'll cover in this scuffed guide. While you're in the air, you can do a down dash. You press your slide button twice, and your character will sort of down dash. It costs half a stamina bar. Very situational, but it's there and you can use it. One more thing that I should cover is heavy punching. You can use heavy punch to get around. Heavy punch covers about half the distance that dashing does, and it can be a great way to get around while conserving stamina, like we talked about, so you don't die. Maybe you're short, trying to get somewhere, and you just need to cover some more distance, and you're out of stamina, or you don't want to use it, etc., etc. You can punch to cover that distance. One thing you should understand about punching is that it does stunt your momentum, so it's best used for situations like that where you need to cover distance, or maybe you're out of stamina and you need to hit the corner as fast as possible, things like that. It stunts your momentum and you can't slide after it a lot of the times, and you're basically kind of moving very slowly. We covered all the basic ways to move around. I think if you take all those things and put them together, just put them into practice, you know, you don't got to do it all at once. Just remember them. Honestly, those are like building blocks to like Legos. You put them together, you'll look a lot cooler when you move around. That's all it is. Aside from those Lego blocks, you know, I'll leave with the Zipline. The Zipline, it can be used as a great way to get around. One tech I use early, or like to use, you know, whenever given the opportunity, is I don't know what it's called, but basically the idea is you want to dash as soon as you disconnect from the zip line, and you'll gain a lot of forward momentum.
I didn't have extra charge, so I only had one bow.
Oh, she doesn't even know. She doesn't even know. Oh my god. You're not gonna get it a lot of the times. There's a sweet spot, and there's, you know, varying amounts of momentum you get depending on how close you are. But just know that that's a thing, and you can do it in any direction. You can use it to get places. You can use it as, you know, more than just getting transit down lane. Access different rooftops. Maybe now that you look at the map differently, you can double jump off here, wall bounce, and shoot at people, use your abilities, whatever, right? One last thing that I should talk about, and I'll leave you with is there is an item in the game called Stamina Mastery, along with other items you can buy to, you know, help your movement speed or your stamina in different ways. Stamina Mastery is unique in that it allows an additional use of air jump or air dash before landing. So you can double jump and then triple jump. When you have Stamina Mastery, you can air dash, air dash. Stamina Mastery, just know that it exists. I wouldn't say it's a must buy or anything, but it can be very helpful in getting around the map in very weird ways, fast, efficient ways. You'll see a lot of movement characters take advantage of this because they can do crazy things like, you know, this, and basically get more value out of the item. Don't worry about that if you're newer to the game or your movement's not that great yet. Just know that it exists, and eventually it's something that you can try out or even get into using yourself, because it is a pretty cool item. I think I'm gonna end it right there. I think I've covered most of everything, man. Just take the blocks. I've given you all the pieces, all the Legos. Put them together. Put them together as you're moving around the map. Start looking at the map differently. You know, conserve your stamina. Look cool. Move around more efficiently, etc. Dig in your enemies. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Good teamwork. You can't hide forever.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Our blue walker is under
Oh, the
attack.
movement!
See me now.
Be bold.
Nah, she was like fucking just a little bit from under the bridge.
Mm!